Hey everybody, so today is Saturday. I finished weighing in a little bit ago. I weighed in at 191.6. It's 191 point something, I think it's 0.6. So I am down a little bit this week. I think I was at 193 or 194 last week, so pretty cool. Had a good last couple of days. I had a good week. Well, I had a good couple of days, which helped at the scale. I definitely had a couple of rough days this week. But the last 2 days have been good, and I even made a better choice now because I'm on my way to visit my parents, so I was gonna stop and get Panda, and of course by the time you get the two sides and all that, I'm probably looking at like 10 points. So instead I got from Carl's Jr. the charbroiled chicken club with no mayonnaise, lettuce wrapped, and then I took off the bacon, and then I didn't realize it had cheese on it. For some reason I didn't think it had cheese because I looked online yesterday or the day before or something about it, and it didn't show that it had cheese, so I didn't think to ask for no cheese because I didn't think they had cheese on there. So I did scrape some of the cheese off with a napkin, but I still probably had a fourth of the cheese slice. So, oh well, there's that. I would count a point, I think, for any sauce that's on the chickens that they grill it in or whatever. I'll count like maybe 2 points for the cheese. So like 3-4 points compared to like 10. So I think I did good. The goal this week was changing your mindset, and I think that's something like I need to really focus on, is because I just have this mentality, especially about freestyle, that I can't do it. I don't like it. It doesn't work for me. And I think the biggest reason is just because the main foods that I think are promoted the most are chicken and eggs. And I don't care for either, really. I mean, chicken I don't mind, but I'm not particularly fond of it. Eggs, not really. But then I was thinking, like, how can I shift my mindset from being, what do they call that? A set mindset to being a growth mindset, is being like, okay, well, there are other free foods, basically 0 point foods. I call them free foods. Like there's fish, right? I kind of forget about fish and I put that on the back burner. You know, shrimp. I like shrimp. There's tilapia. There's salmon. There's catfish. There's other types of fish I could be eating. There's beans, which I don't make enough use of. I know I'm forgetting stuff. Corn, peas. There's so many things that are 0 points free that I could be incorporating, but I'm not. And I think one of my downfalls is that I focus on one of them and I just keep on eating it until the point where I get burnt out and I can't stand it. So my growth mindset this week is going to be, how can I incorporate more of these foods? How can I make better choices so that way I'm able to stay within my blue dot. I can get a blue dot for every day for the week. Like, that's what I was trying to focus on now. Like the chicken, for the most part, I would say that's free because it's not, it's white breast chicken meat. Gosh, I can't speak. And then, I mean, they have some kind of sauce in it, so, you know, a point or two for that. I accidentally ate some of the cheese, so a couple of points for that. But yeah, like making that choice. Like the Panda would have been okay too, because I'd have got like the grilled veggies, and then I would have got the like mushroom chicken or string bean chicken, which I think those are 4 points. They're either 4 or 5 points each because of the sauce. And if I get 2 sides, there's 8 right there, you know. And then I don't want to eat the fortune cookie for 9, and then I might have gotten an egg roll. So I think I made a better choice, and I think I might have even saved a couple of dollars, because I think for a 2 entree plate at Panda is like $7, $8. So I feel like I did good. I never just get the one little bowl. I mean, I guess I could, but it seems like for 50 cents you get like an extra entree, and it's like, I feel like, I don't know, at least for me, the serving for 1 entree just seems small. I don't know. It's probably just me. But yeah, I feel like I made a good choice today. It's gonna be hard because whenever I go up and visit my mom, she always has junk food. She's the junk food queen, so that's gonna be challenging, but I'm gonna find a way to make it work. So that's more or less my plan for this week, is just to kind of work on having so negative about I can't do this program, it doesn't work, I can't survive on only 23 points, blah 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 blah. It's I can do it, I just have to want to do it. I'm wanting to give myself an excuse that it doesn't work so I can eat whatever I want. Or I don't like this so I can eat whatever I want. I mean, there's so many different ways you can prepare chicken. You can add like gravies and sauces and, you know, so many things that can, yeah, they add a little bit of points, but they also, you know, enhance the flavor or whatever. So I just gotta make it work. I can start including more vegetables in my meals. I had some salads this past week for lunch, and they were actually, it was nice to have a salad. I know though, whenever I bring my own salad, I don't like it, but when I bring one from the store, I like it. And I think I just need to get over that mentality, and I just need to like, okay, they put all this in there, I'm gonna put all this in there, and it's gonna be fine. You just have to take it out and eat it. So I'm just hoping to kind of get back on track. I'm just going through something personal with me that's really huge right now, and it's taken a lot of my energy in a lot of ways, in that I don't have energy to feel like I want to do anything, or well, that's the biggest thing. So that's been challenging, and of course I try to have distractions when I can, and finding things to do. I actually picked up Metal Gear Solid, one of the older games, the Definitive Edition, which has, I guess, two of the newer-ish ones. By newer-ish, I mean a couple of years old. So I'm looking forward to playing that, because I was playing Tomb Raider because Redbox had the deal, but the deal ran out, and I've been trying to find it. It's just because it came out like a month ago, it's still super pricey. It's still like $40, and I just don't want to pay that right now. So I found something a little bit older that I can play that hopefully will distract me and keep me busy with other things. I've been doing that. What else did I do? Oh, I tried one of the new bars from Weight Watchers. So we finally got some at our location. They have a s'mores bar, which is the one I picked up. They have like a nut and salty and nut one, and some other kind of fruit and nut or something, which to me, those two, I'm like, I don't care about those. And then there's a chocolate peanut butter one. The s'mores one actually is pretty good, but they are so small. They're little. They're really little. So it's like, but at least they're only 2 points, I guess. I just gotta be careful because I'm not eating the whole box. But they're good. I wish they would be a little bit bigger, honestly, but I guess at least they're starting to get some other snacks in. Something new, something different. Because the other ones kind of, yeah, they're okay. I really like these ones. They were honey mustard pretzels. They were little pretzels with like this honey mustard powder on them. Oh my god, those were so good. I loved those. I feel like they did away with those a while ago though. Those were like, oh, I loved those. Those were fantastic. Some of the stuff now they have is okay. I like the cinnamon swirl ones. Those ones are pretty dang good. It reminds me of like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I suppose you could open one of those up and put it in a bowl with a little bit of milk, and it's like you'd have a Cinnamon Toast Crunch, or you could just eat them as they are. What else do I like? I think those are the main ones I like. The little chocolate bars are good. They're just really small. Yeah, so I think that's more or less my plan. My goal for this week is just to really focus on having a growth mindset, right? I need to focus on believing that something will get better, as opposed to just wanting to like bury my head in the sand and not deal with anything and everything's doom and gloom, because I have a really bad habit of doing that. So I need to be a little more optimistic, I suppose, and see the good in things as well. So that's kind of my goal this week, is I can make freestyle work. You know, there are going to be some days I don't have freestyle foods, and that's okay. I need to just plan for them. But trying to incorporate them a little bit more into my diet wouldn't hurt me. They're more or less healthier foods that help me feel fuller Sorry, my lips feel so dry, so I keep on licking them. So yeah, I just have to have this mindset that it will work. I can make it work. I can find ways to work the program for me. I just have to be willing to do it, and I'm willing to do it. So I still have a little bit of a journey ahead of me, so I will